Beneficial points. 49 Extremely beneficial Madani Pearls. 1. When closing the door at night, look around the house properly, just in case some stranger, dog or cat is inside. By doing this, the house will remain free of harm. 2. Keep the home and all of the household possessions clean, and put everything in its rightful place. 3. All of the members of the household should decide among themselves that such and such thing will remain in such and such place, and then all of the family should place that thing back in its place after using it, so that every individual can find it without asking or searching for it, and so that there is no need to search for it at the time of need. 4. Wash all of the pots in the home, clean them, and then place them in a cupboard or upside down on a shelf. If you need to use those pots again, do not utilize them without washing them first. 5. Do not store away any soiled pots, or any pots that have remnants of food or medicine present on them. Germs can grow on used pots, or those which are stained with food or medicine, and there remains a risk of various diseases arising. 6. Never drink water or eat food in the dark without looking. 7. Do not leave a charpoy, chair, pot, or any furniture in the path of the house or courtyard, as the one who is used to walking in accordance to his usual routine can sometimes bump into them and hurt himself, and sometimes this can result in severe injury. 8. Do not drink water by placing your mouth directly on the opening of the pitcher or tap, because firstly this is against correct etiquette, and additionally, there is a chance that there is a hidden insect in the pitcher or tap, and it will flow into your stomach along with the water. 9. Appoint one day every week or every 10 days to clean the entire home, and then clean the entire house on that day. 10. Remaining seated throughout the day and night, or remaining asleep, or lying down on the bed is very harmful for one's health. Islamic brothers should walk around in open, clean air, and Islamic sisters should carry out some work with their hands. This is very important for their health. 11. Do not spit nor clear your throat nor pick your nose in a place where people are seated, as this is against correct etiquette and others find it repulsive. 12. Do not wipe your nose with the edge of your clothing, scarf or sleeves nor wipe your hands and face on them, as this is uncleanliness and also against etiquette. 13. Shake your shoes, clothes and bed before utilizing them, as there could be a harmful animal which could bite you whilst you are unaware. 14. Do not toss around small children while playing with them, because, Allah forbid, if they slip from your hands, it could put their life at risk. 15. Do not sit in the doorway, as this will bother all those who enter and leave, and it will also be a nuisance for you. 16. If a person has rash, pimples, or pain in a personal area of the body, do not ask him where it is, as this will be embarrassing for him. 17. Do not tie your sarong or sari whilst you exit the lavatory or bathroom, rather, tie it before exiting. 18. If somebody asks you a question, answer him first, and then continue with your other work after. 19. When saying something to someone or replying to them, speak clearly and in an audible voice, so that the one you are addressing can hear and understand you properly. 20. If you need to speak to someone about a private matter regarding a certain person, and that person is present in the gathering, do not continuously indicate towards him with your hands or eyes, as this will cause him to have all sorts of doubts. 21. If you need to give something to someone, place it in his hands with your own hands, or put it in a container and present it to him. Do not give anything to another person by throwing it from a distance, because there is a chance that it will not land in his hand and will instead fall on the floor, causing it to break or become damaged. 22. If you fan someone, then make sure that you do not hit the fan on his head, his face, or any other part of his body, and do not wave the fan with so much force that it becomes a point of concern for yourself or others. 23. Soiled clothes that need to be washed should not be left carelessly here and there around the house nor left scattered on the floor. Rather, place a small wooden box in a corner of the house and gather the soiled clothes in that. 24. Place your woolen clothing and books in the sun to dry now and again, so that the insects do not chew the clothes and books and damage them. 25. Do not shake dusty things where people are seated. 26. Do not spread news about something sad, worrying, upsetting, an illness, etc., until it has been confirmed properly. 27. Foods and drinks should not be left uncovered. Rather, they should always be covered and protected from flies sitting on them. 28. One should not run or walk with their head raised, as there is a great risk of bumping into something or someone like this. 29. When walking, one should raise their foot completely from the ground and place it down completely too. Walking on the toes or the heels, or while dragging the feet, is against proper etiquette. 30. Clothes should not be stitched whilst they are worn.
31. Do not blindly trust anyone until you have inspected them numerous times in various aspects, and do not rely on them. This is particularly the case in most cities where there are many women who claim to possess a portion of the Kaaba's covering, or are enter homes with amulets. They sit in gatherings of women, mentioning Allah Almighty and His Messenger.
32. Wherever possible, do not purchase any groceries or goods on credit, but if there is a need to do so, make sure you find out the cost and note it down along with the date, and then repay it immediately when you have the money. Do not rely upon your memory. 33. Adopt moderation as much as possible in your spending, and only spend after careful consideration. In fact, you should save some money from the income you receive. 34. Do not mention your household issues and quarrels in front of those women who frequent homes, like washerwomen, maids, etc., as such women often spread household affairs to 10 other houses. 35. If a person comes to your door and introduces himself as a friend or relative of a family member, do not invite him into your home, nor place any possession of his inside your home, nor hand over anything of value to him. 36. Do not feed your children out of love if they are not hungry, nor overfeed them by insisting, as this causes children to become unwell, the harm of which will be borne by both you and your child. 37. It is necessary to pay special attention to the summer/winter clothes of children, as children easily become sick when they experience the cold or heat. 38. Make your children memorize the name of their parents and the name of their grandfather, in fact, their home address too, and ask them about it from time to time so that they remember it. The benefit of this is that if a child ever becomes lost and someone asks him his father's name, or who his parents are, or where his home is, he will inform them if he knows, and then someone will bring him back to you, or they will call you and hand over the child to you. If the child does not know the names of his parents, or his address, he will say, "I am the son of Mum and Dad," and he will not have any idea who his mother and father are, i.e. their names. 39. Islamic sisters should not leave young children alone in the home and go out, as it has occurred that a woman once left some food in front of her child, and then went out. Afterwards, several crows came and snatched the food from the child, and they pecked the child until they damaged his eye. Similarly, a cat once came across a lone child and clawed him to death. 40. Do not be overly insistent when telling someone to stay or when giving them food, as this can sometimes be uncomfortable or harmful for the guest, and think to yourself, what is the purpose of such love which results in hatred and shame? 41. Do not hand over something weighty or dangerous above someone's head. If that thing slips from your hand and falls on top of that person, how dire will the consequences be? 42. If there is a need to discipline a child or student, do not punch him nor kick him nor hit him with a stick. Allah forbid. Think of the consequences if you hit him in a sensitive area. 43. If you go to a person's house as a guest and have already eaten, inform the host that you have eaten as soon as you arrive at their home. Otherwise, the family members will begin to prepare food without you being aware, and then if you tell them that you have already eaten after they have presented the food to you, how upset will they be at that time? 44. If you have buried some money, jewelry, etc., in your home, then inform someone who you trust from your family. Otherwise, if you pass away suddenly, then that money or jewelry will probably remain in the ground forever. Similarly, it is beneficial to inform a reliable person about any other hidden possessions, trusts, and documents. 45. Do not exit your home and leave a lantern or fire burning. Rather, you should extinguish the lantern or fire when leaving the home. 46. Do not eat so much that no space at all remains in the stomach. 47. Wherever possible, do not stay alone in your house at night, as there is no telling of what can occur. If this is done out of necessity, then this is a separate matter, but if possible, one should avoid sleeping alone at night in the house. 48. Do not be proud over your accomplishments. 49. One does not have a companion in times of difficulty, so rely upon Allah Almighty alone. Pointing out 30 mistakes. 1. Always thinking that youth and health will remain forever. 2. Complaining and not having patience at times of hardship. 3. Considering yourself to be the most intelligent. 4. Considering your enemy to be inferior. 5. Deeming an illness to be minor and not getting treatment in the beginning. 6. Acting upon one's own opinion and disregarding the advice of others. 7. Being influenced by a wrongdoer despite testing him numerous times. 8. Remaining happy in unemployment and not seeking a livelihood. 9. Telling someone of your secret, and then telling him to keep it concealed. 10. Spending more than you earn. 11. Not being there for others at times of difficulty, and then hoping for their help. 12. Making a good or bad judgment about a person after only meeting them once or twice. 13. Not serving your parents, and then hoping to be served by your own children. 14. Leaving a task incomplete with the thought that it will be completed at another time. 15. Treating everyone badly and expecting people to treat you in a good manner. 16. Sitting in the company of misguided individuals. 17. Not paying any heed when someone invites you towards a righteous action. 18. Not having any regard for halal and haram yourself, and encouraging others to do the same. 19. Taking false oaths and deceiving people in order to benefit your business. 20. Not considering Islamic knowledge and religiosity an honor. 21. Considering yourself to be better than others. 22. Driving beggars and the needy from your door by shoving them. 23. Speaking unnecessarily. 24. Not being on good terms with your neighbors. 25. Relying on your friendship with rulers and the rich. 26. Unnecessarily involving yourself in people's household affairs. 27. Speaking without thinking. 28. Remaining someone's guest for more than 3 days. 29. Revealing the private affairs of your home to others. 30. Mentioning your worries and concerns to everyone. 16. Home remedies and useful Madani Pearls. 1. Tying small bags of carom seeds towards the head side of the bed will cause bed bugs to flee. 2. If a mosquito net is not available and mosquitoes trouble you in the summer, scatter some leaves from tulsi plant on your bed. This will cause the mosquitoes to flee. 3. If there is a risk of the wood splitting if you hammer nails into it, you should first hammer the nails into soap, and then into the wood. The wood will not split like this. 4. If the juice of Kagzi lemons, lemons which have a thin rind, is drunk several times in the day, one will remain protected from malaria. 5. In order to protect yourself from a heat wave, place an onion in your pocket when traveling in the intense heat. 6. Make abundant use of vinegar, lemons and onions in order to protect yourself from cholera. 7. In order to quickly boil vegetables, and to make flour rise quickly, dry some melon skin and grind it into a fine powder. Then add that powder to vegetables to boil them quickly, and add a small amount of it to flour to make it rise quickly. 8. Rubbing olive oil on the teeth strengthens the gums and loose teeth. 9. Eating clove will stop hiccups. 10. If you have head lice, mix some mint juice with some soapy water, apply it to the head, and then wash it out thoroughly. Doing this 2 or 3 times will kill the head lice. 11. Rubbing a piece of lemon on the face for a few days, and then washing it with soap will remove acne. 12. If your feet become overly tired due to walking, placing them in warm salty water for some time will remove the tiredness. 13. If lemons are warmed by placing them in hot sand, or by placing them above rice in a hot cauldron for a while, it will be easier to extract more juice from them. 14. If you burn yourself, apply some ink, lime water, banyan tree oil, or white sugar water to the part of the body that was burnt. 15. If a snake or any other venomous animal bites someone, immediately tie a strong thread around the area above the bite and do not let them sleep. After taking these immediate steps, refer to a doctor. 16. If someone takes arsenic, an extremely dangerous poison, opium, or datura, a plant whose seeds are addictive, immediately boil 2 tola and half a seer 1 of soybeans in some water. Add 250 g of ghee, 1 tola, approximate 12.5 g of salt. 1 seer is equal to 933.12 grams, i.e. almost 1 kilogram. Hence half a seer will be half of this. And make them drink it while it is lukewarm. Make them vomit, and after they have vomited profusely, give them some milk to drink, and if they vomit because of the milk too, then that is good, and do not let the afflicted person sleep, they will be cured. Ways of staying safe from snakes, scorpions, centipedes, and ants. Snakes. Dissolve 250 g of sal ammoniac into 5 seer of water, and sprinkle it in all of the holes and corners of the house. If there is a snake in the house, it will flee. Continue to sprinkle this water in the house from time to time, and snakes will not enter it. Another method is to place some mustard in the holes of the house. This will cause the snake to die immediately, and if you place some mustard in your surroundings when you go to sleep, snakes will not come near you. Scorpions. If daikon juice is poured on a scorpion, it will die, and if a few pieces of daikon are placed in a scorpion hole, it will not be able to exit the hole. In fact, it will remain stuck in the hole. Another method is to place the roots of churchita grass on the sleeping mat, and the scorpion will not be able to climb the mat like this. If a scorpion stings you, apply some pine oil or rub some churchita grass root on it. The effects of the venom will fade away. Centipede. If it attaches itself to someone's body or enters the ear, place some sugar on top of it. It will immediately detach itself from the skin. If onion juice is placed on a centipede, it will move from that place and then immediately die. If its feet have caused a wound, heating an onion on a pan and placing it on the wound will help. Fleas. Soak some colocynth fruit or root in some water and sprinkle the water in the house. The fleas will flee from the house. Ants. They flee from asafoetida, a foul-smelling tree gum. Body and book lice. If you place some wormwood, mint, lemon rinds, neem leaves, or camphor on your clothes and books, the books and clothes will remain protected from eaten by lice. Remedy for bad breath. If an odor is coming from the mouth due to eating a certain thing, chew some fresh coriander and then eat it. Also, rub your teeth with fresh or dried rose flower. It will be beneficial. If an odor is emanating because of an upset stomach, gain the honor of eating less and reap the blessings of remaining hungry. Alongside remedying bad breath, it will also give you relief from leg pain, body pain, constipation, heartburn, mouth ulcers, recurring colds, coughs, sore throats, bleeding gums, and many more ailments. Eating less can save a person from 80% of ailments. If the greed of the lower self, nafs, is remedied, many internal and external ailments will come to an end by themselves. Inhaling through the nose, holding the breath for as long as possible, and then exhaling through the mouth is beneficial for one's health. You should do this whenever you get a chance throughout the day, and especially in an open environment several times daily. Method of sensing bad breath. If one has foul-smelling breath, and it is possible to remove it by means of miswak and gargling a certain number of times, then it is necessary to remove it by gargling that many times. No limit is stipulated for this. Those who smoke a foul-smelling hookah without any precautions must be very careful about this, and even more than them, the cigarette smoker needs to be careful, as its smell is worse than mixed tobacco and longer lasting, and even more than all of these, the tobacco eater needs to be extremely careful, as their mouth is stained, not with smoke, but with tobacco itself, and this covers the mouth with its foul smell. All of these people must utilize miswak and gargle until their mouth is fully cleansed and no trace of bad breath remains. This can be tested by placing the hand close to the mouth and taking 2 or 3 deep breaths with an open mouth from the throat onto the hand, and then smelling it immediately. Other than this, one cannot really sense his own bad breath, and if there is foul smell coming from the mouth, entering the masjid is haram, and engaging in salah is prohibited. And Allah #is the guide. Method of cleaning the mouth. Those who do not fulfill the sunnah of kailal, flossing with a toothpick, and miswak after eating, and are lazy in cleaning the mouth, their mouth often has a foul smell. It is not enough to merely touch the teeth with a toothpick or miswak as a formality. Being careful not to damage the gums, one must extract each particle of food from the teeth, otherwise, the food particles will remain lodged in between the teeth and become a cause of bad breath. Another way of cleaning the teeth is that after eating anything or drinking tea, or whenever possible, sip some water and swirl it around the mouth. Like this, the dirt of the mouth will continue to be cleansed. Plain water will suffice, but if one uses lukewarm salty water, then this will prove to be an excellent mouthwash. The importance of the stomach in the human body. The stomach is an extremely important organ of the human body. Everything that we eat and drink gathers in the stomach. Furthermore, the stomach also performs the important task of digesting food. An upset stomach can affect the entire system of the body. Therefore, it is very important to keep it healthy, and it is necessary to know the health precautions regarding it. An upset stomach and various illnesses. Acidity in the stomach, vomiting, pain and burning in the chest, bitter water coming in the mouth, stomach ulcers, and stomach cancer in the case of not getting adequate treatment. Causes: the issue of an upset stomach and burning, etc., usually intensifies at night. If one has no other disease, then the cause of this, upset stomach and burning, can be overeating late into the night, and then sleeping immediately after it. This issue arises more at weddings, functions, etc. Wearing tight-fitting clothes is also a cause of this issue. Other causes of this issue include smoking tobacco, eating betel leaf, drinking fizzy drinks, eating very spicy foods, drinking insufficient water, etc. Think about what you eat. Those Islamic brothers who experience stomach problems every now and then should think about what they eat, and then they should refrain from eating those foods which cause stomach issues after they eat them. Abstinence. Individuals who are affected by stomach problems should abstain from extremely spicy and fried food. They should also abstain from those vegetables that take a long time to digest and create gas, such as cauliflower, potatoes, yam, aubergine, Bengal gram lentils, also liver, goat feet, etc. Eat boiled vegetables, kikri, rice and lentils mixed, and porridge with a bit of black pepper. Don't overburden your stomach. Dear Islamic brothers, the stomach also has a work limit. If food is put into it without being chewed properly, or more food necessary is entered into it, then how will it be able to digest all of it? As a result, the digestive system will become faulty, the stomach will become sick, and then it will spread ailments to the rest of the body. Just like the beloved Prophet has stated, the stomach is like a basin in the body, and the streams come towards the stomach. If the stomach is healthy, then the veins return with health, and if the stomach is disturbed, then the veins return with disease. Drink an adequate amount of water. Drinking plain water as much as possible is very beneficial if one has acidity in the stomach. Individuals working in normal circumstances should drink around 10 to 12 glasses of water daily, whereas during the summer, and those who work in environments that cause a person to sweat should consume even more water. Drinking cold milk in case of acidity in the stomach is also beneficial. If there is burning due to stomach ulcers, then one should not drink milk. Don't take the work of the teeth from the intestines. In order to maintain the health of the stomach, it is imperative to be precautious even when eating food. So, take a small morsel and chew it well so that the food in the mouth becomes fine, making sure to not create loud chewing noises when doing this. By doing this, the digestive saliva will also mix in well. If you swallow the food without chewing it properly, then the stomach will have to work extremely hard to digest it, and as a result, one may have to face many illnesses. Therefore, don't take the work of the teeth from the intestines. The real remedy for stomach ulcers. The real remedy for stomach ulcers is kufli medina, i.e., eating simple food less than one's hunger, excellence of hunger, and Islamic manner of eating, and act upon them. You will be relieved of stomach ulcers and many other illnesses. Home remedy for stomach illnesses using fenugreek for stomach ulcers and damaged and swollen intestines is very beneficial. Cough medicines generally upset the stomach, therefore, it is difficult for the person with a chronic cough to avoid burning in the stomach and indigestion due to their consumption of cough medicines. Fenugreek not only benefits a cough patient, it also remedies the stomach. Fenugreek decoction cleanses the filth of the stomach and intestines and flushes out the extra and harmful liquids from the digestive system. Various Madani Pearls. See, the human body requires an adequate amount of protein and vitamins, etc. Therefore, eat lentils, vegetables, rice, meat and fruit in adequate portions. It is not appropriate to focus on just one or two of these and avoid the rest. See, just like eating too much is harmful, keeping the stomach empty for lengthy periods is also harmful. See, not eating proper food, and instead sufficing with tea, coffee, soft drinks, biscuits, etc., and calling this a healthy diet is also foolishness, as this is more harmful for the stomach. See, those who consume medicine for joint pain can also suffer from stomach ulcers. Therefore, do not consume these medicines in particular without your doctor's advice. See, fast food, junk food, cold drinks, etc., are like a deadly poison for the stomach. 2 home remedies for stomach ulcers, etc. 1. Drink 1 glass of cabbage juice daily for 2 weeks. Eat cabbage curry as well. Everything will improve. Using cabbage in a salad is also beneficial. 2. Take 5 tola of sal tree, 5 tola of skinned licorice, peel the skin of the licorice, then crush both of them and store them. Use half a spoon of this with half a cup of fennel seed juice on an empty stomach in the morning and evening until cured. This will be beneficial for all types of stomach ulcers.